Hello, Facebook land. Just trying to see, it's been ages since I've done a live from my laptop. I'm sure you used to actually be able to share your live to other places. Is this not possible anymore? Facebook changing all of its things. Anyway, I really wanted to be able to share this to one of my pages at the same time, but I don't think it's going to let me. So we'll just share anyway. So as a lot of you probably know from watching my Facebook page over the last week, I've been deep in a book writer's immersion, and this book, the majority of the book is channeled content. And hey, Leslie, the majority of the book is channeled content from the Blue Diamond Souls. And so the Blue Diamond Souls basically are the next generation that are coming through. Some are already born here, some are preparing to be born, and the biggest part of their mission on why they're coming is to help us to support the shift in humanity that's incredibly important right now. And I think, so many of us are really starting to wake up to just how important it is that we shift what we're doing as humans on this planet, because of where we're headed quite rapidly is basically towards our own demise, towards our own extinction. We're doing quite well at it. And so the Blue Diamond Souls, one of the big reasons that they're coming, or I guess two of the big reasons they're coming, is to help us shift into a love vibration. Hey, Krijan, is to help us shift into a love vibration, and also to start to change the frequency of the planet so that we can really move out of this 3D reality that we're stuck in. And so I've been communicating with the Blue Diamond Souls for about 2 years now, and sharing, hey, Millie, you are going to wet yourself over some of this stuff that's coming through, or that has come through. So I've been communicating with them for about 2 years, and I have been doing different womb activations and different conscious conception activations at festivals and around, online and all sorts of things. And what has been coming to me lately is it's not enough. They've been saying it's not enough. There has to be more. You need to move faster. You have to share why we're here faster, and you have to share how do people begin to conceive us? How do they, when we're born, take care of us? And so all of this has been wanting to come through for a while. And these last 7 days, I focused completely on writing the book. Did 3 channeling sessions, so about 3.5 hours worth of channeled content, worked out about 18,000 words in the transcription just of the channeled content, not of what's going in the book. And so, books take a while. I finished the book, but now it takes about 2 months before we can go through the full publish and launch. And it's a long time to wait, right? So what I'm really feeling is I'm going to do a bunch of lives and share snippets and share with you messages that have come through during these sessions, because I feel that it's really important to share rather than kind of sit on this channeled content now and wait until the book is ready. It's how do I just bring it forward and share it with you? So interesting. I've just caught a glimpse of, see this thing that's come up on my heart started to arrive when I started doing the channeling sessions. So for me, this channeling is as a medium. So a lot of the channeling sessions, I have absolutely zero idea what has been said or what's been asked until I listen back to the recording myself. So a lot of it also for me is holy wow, this stuff's really great. But as I started to, I've channeled these souls for, like I said, 2 years. But as I started to allow them truly into my body and to become a medium for them, which is not what I had been doing, this mark has come up on my heart, which is fascinating. I don't know. It literally just started when I did the first channeling session. And by the time I'd done the third, I did them over 3 different channeling sessions. There is this arc over my heart. Absolutely fascinated by whatever. It's all they're imprinting me somehow. A big part of the message anyway is around love and is around the heart. So it's pretty fascinating. So what I thought is today I would jump on and share with you, anyone who's followed me on social media for the last 4 years or something knows that my work is all around the womb, and knows that my work is around activating wombs and So often when I speak to people, they're like, what is an activated womb? Like, why is this even important? And I feel like I've shared it in my own words before, but what was super exciting when I listened back through the notes is it's been asked of the Blue Diamond Souls as a question. And I really want to share this question with you. And so, as well as sharing bits throughout the next few weeks, something that I just really quickly did today once I read this and realized how important womb activation for them is. And I'm like, well, I've done so many womb activations and I've recorded them all, is I've just compiled all of the recordings into one place. So all into one SoundCloud file, of which I'm going to share with you at the end how you can get your hands on that. There's like hours and hours worth of different womb activation transmissions that I've done all around Australia or that I've done online. And yeah, so I'm going to offer you a link at the end of this as well on how you can get hold of that too, because yeah, I just feel like this needs to be shared as quickly as possible. So I'm literally going to read it to you because I don't want to put any of my own words into this. I want to read you exactly what they've said. Keep in mind that sometimes the way the wording comes through, I've not changed it. I've not edited the wording. It's in exactly their words. So sometimes the words can seem like they're in a funny order, or the grammar is not, perfect because it's channeled content. So I'm going to read you exactly in their words so that you're not receiving what I have to say about it. So the one I want to share with you today, the question that was asked is, what is an activated womb and why is it important? I get chills on my body just for getting ready to read the answer. It's like I've only read through this once since channeling it. So they say, so the body of a woman holds the physical womb. The body of all beings holds an energetic womb. So you are made up of a physical body, and you are also equally as made up of an energetic body. It is equally as important as your physical body. In fact, for us, it is even more of a high priority than what your physical body is. And so to look at the aspects that the physical womb does, the physical job of conceiving and holding and growing the child, but it's the energetic womb of the woman what is actually starts to hold us with our energetic imprint for being born. As we have said many times before on how sensitive we are to energy, to vibration, and to frequency, we desire to be held within a space that is an energetic container, that is energetically activated, that is energetically alive and working with us as when we are in the womb. We are also, as well as creating our physical body, we are also creating our energetic body. And so we require both a physical womb and the energetic womb to both be involved in the gestation of us as we lead towards birth. An activated womb is simply the energetic aspect of the womb is also awake. It is alive. It is vibrating, pulsating, alive, being in and of itself. It works in conjunction with the physical womb. So many women can conceive and birth through only the physical womb alone. Yet the impact that has on the energetic body of a child is great, as they are being held in a denser and lower vibration. And we are asking to be born into a higher vibrational field that is supportive of who we are. We also request that the womb be in what we call an activated state in the woman because it brings her into deeper connection of herself and of her own body. She becomes more aware of her inward being, of being able to be fully present in the moment in her body, and therefore is able to more deeply connect to us. She is able to feel the nuances. She is able to feel that we are in her womb. She is able to feel and connect to us at all times. Also, it makes it easier for her to communicate with us, as when we are in the womb, we are constantly energetically communicating with the woman, with the mother. And from this space, when she has it activated, she is more likely to be able to hear and understand us and communicate with us right from the moment of conception all the way through till birth. So In fact, an activated womb makes a drastic difference for us in the conception process, in the gestation process, and also in the birthing, as an activated womb is more likely to be able to completely connect to us through the birthing process. She is more alive and moving and working together as one in the birthing process, as this to us is extremely important. And so for these reasons, we are coming through women with an activated womb. And this is of a high importance, a high priority to us. So that's, what's come through specifically from these souls who are preparing to be born here, is they're really asking that the women who are wanting to conceive them, that they activate their womb. And a little explanation in their words on what that actually is and what that actually means. So everybody has a womb, an energetic womb, no matter what body you are in. And I personally deeply believe that it's just as important for all bodies to start to activate their wombs, because through that we start to activate the collective womb. So we move beyond just looking to the self and do I as an individual want to conceive one of these souls, and we start to look at what's happening on a collective level though, and how can I start to make a shift and an impact on a collective level. So even as people who are not wanting to conceive a blue diamond soul, I really personally see that it's still one of the most sensational ways that we can assist them to be born here, is for us to focus to activating our own wombs. And through that, then we activate the collective womb. And that is one of the questions in there as well, but I'll share it at another time, where they do speak a little bit around that, around the collective womb, and just around us as a collective, what it is that we can start to do to support our own shift in humanity, right? So, which is what they're coming to assist us with, is the shift in humanity that we really have to step up and do. Now is the time. There are so many people on the planet right now who know that this is the time, but who don't really know, what can we do as an individual? What are the things that we can begin to take self-responsibility for to help this shift in humanity, rather than kind of sit back and wondering, is it going to happen, and when's it going to happen, and is everybody else doing something for it? Or the opposite of getting caught in the fear, which is also another big piece I'll share at a later date that they've spoken into, is the fear as well. And it's rather than us getting caught up into the fear of what's happening to us as humanity and what's happening on the planet, is we're really being asked to transmute and move through that fear and shift it into the vibration and frequency of love, because actually that's where we can make a rapid change from. That's where, even as the individual, we can make a difference on the mass, on the collective. And so it's been really exciting to read through some of this channeling the last 2 days and really see what they have shared on how we can start to be self-responsible in their shift. Kujan, if you have more questions, and if anyone else has other questions, please feel free to ask, even though what's in the book is complete and it's now going into the final stages. If there's more questions other than what I've already got, I will continue to do channeling sessions with these souls, because I really feel like what they're sharing is important and needs to be heard, and I will continue to share it. I'm sharing through my email list quite a lot, actually. So I'll be sharing readings through here on my Facebook page, also through my email list. So I'll give you a link in here in a minute if you want to be part of that. I'm going to start to share some of the seriously juicy pieces of this channeling that's come through. Some of it won't go in the book, some of it will go in the book. It doesn't matter. Either way, I just want to get it out and share it. So I'm going to put a link in a minute to how you can join my email list if you want to be part of that. Actually, I might do it straight away. If that excites you and you just want to know all the things and read all the things, jump on that list there, and it will help you. It'll take you to my messenger. Keep following it all the way through till it takes you to the email sign up, because through the email sign up is where I can share like big amounts of content with you. Through messenger I can only share like a little, like 1 paragraphs, but if you want the juicy stuff, I'm going to start emailing that over the next few weeks before the launch of the book. And like I said earlier as well, like the more now that like I've believed and experienced for the last 2 years how important womb activation is. And like I said at the beginning of this, I've been doing different womb activations either in festivals or online, and I have all of the recordings of that. Like I have an insane number of hours of content that I really want to, I've put all into one package and I want to share. So in pre-launch to the book, I'm going to sell that for $55. It will normally be $110 once the book launches, but I just want as many people as possible to be getting into this experience of being able to activate their womb and understand more about it. So if that interests you, there's that. There's also what's coming at the same time as the book launches is a thing called the Womb Crucible, and you can pre-sign up to the Womb Crucible, which is going to have an insane amount of content in it, basically. So I'm going to put the link to that one in here as well. So pretty much, if anything to do with the Blue Diamond Souls, anything to do with womb activations and how or why it is that they're coming here and why they're birthing, how we can support them, how they see humanity at the moment. They have shared also a lot of stuff around like, you know, our technology, different things about like government and leadership and organization. They've shared different stuff like around our food. They've shared the way that they want to be parented. If you want to get your hands on any of that, join the email list, and I'm just going to start giving that part of the content to you. If you want all the stuff around the womb activation, then you can join that link. If you want to join the Womb Crucible, which is just going to have everything, it includes all of the womb activation stuff, and it's going to have an insane amount of more content in it from the 1st of February. It is going to be sold at $333, but I'm going to start selling it now in the pre-launch for $111. So if you just want your hands on everything, if you're like, give me all the things, then that's the one to follow, and the content starts launching on the 1st of Feb. So, but you know, at the very least, I just want to pour this out. I feel like these souls have channeled through me for a reason, and it's not for me to keep it to myself, that's for sure. It's for me to be able to share it. So keep an eye on my Facebook for future readings of their messages or on the email list. And I look forward to just, to really sharing this with you, because what's come through is amazing. And if you've got other questions that you want, please let me know what they are, and if I haven't already asked them, then in the next one of the channeling sessions I'll make sure all your questions are asked. And if this has interested you, please share it. Like the further we get this content and this information shared, the better. So thank you for joining, and thank you for your interest in the Blue Diamond Souls, and for listening to what's coming through. I personally feel for him deeply. Like hard actually. Every time I want to say the words, I want to burst into tears, but it's like, I feel deeply honored that that these souls are trusting me to speak through at the moment. And oof, yeah. And I just really, from the bottom of my heart, want to share as much of that with you as I can. You know, as I was writing the book, I was asked, why are you writing this book? And it was like, I don't have a choice in writing this book. This book is coming, it's coming through, and I need to honor that process and to bring it and share it with the world. And so that's what I'm doing, and deeply honored to be able to do such a service. So thank you for watching in, and I look forward to sharing more of this journey with all of you.